Hey, Rox here. So, today we got the Ultimate Team blog we're going to go over. We're going to give my thoughts on it. Thank you for being here and not copying, pasting the blog to some AI and getting the summation that way like you do your homework. So, let's get to the gridiron notes, yada, yada, yada. Overall, okay, I'll get my overall. I already read through it, thought about it. I like what I saw generally out of the blog, okay? I like some of the things they're doing. The biggest thing that I'm kind of like, come on, EA, on is that I feel like they don't know yet that we don't play MUT for the gameplay. A lot of their additions are new events, new gameplay focuses, and I like it, right? I like when they add new things to the game. I like the event. I like the team builder stuff and the events they're bringing there. That's really cool, okay? But it does feel like for people like me and the way I play the game, and I'm sure many of you, that we enjoy a lot of the menu grind, the building up, right? Like our fantasy football team. You know how insanely popular that is. There's a reason for it. We like to assemble our roster and then just stare at it and be like, wow, that's cool. And then grind for the next card. Open the next pack to upgrade it. Get the new edition like that. So it still seems to me that EA is not focused on that as much as I'd like them to be. But with that out of the way, let's get into the topic. More programs, more event, more football, okay? Our goal headed to Madden 26 was simple. Deliver more and deliver better. All right, this is all marketing terms. Like, that's cool. Go ahead and say it to me. Every single major content drop will feature both a CPU and head-to-head event, right? The solo offline grinders have been disrespecting this game for a long time, right? Ever since, like, Madden 16, going into Madden 17, we got rid of the journey. How cool was the journey, man? You got Amari Cooper at the end who was, like, you know, back then we didn't have, like, the algorithm for, like, overalls or this exact stats. That Amari Cooper played on, like, everybody's team, and it was phenomenal for, like a month, 2 months, because it was such a nice thing. And it was a long journey, but you got packs and coins along the way, so it was really fun. And I know they were angry because people played it a lot more on multiple accounts because it was so rewarding, but I feel like you need to reward people for wanting to play your game a lot with stuff like that. Now, moving on to kicking off the year. Season 1 will be kicking off things. So, what's your guys' opinion on seasons? I really miss MUT Master. And they do the Season 1. Their marketing term was it for, oh, you got a MUT Master every time now. Not really. And the seasons then have their field passes. Let me know in the comments what you guys' opinions on what they've done with field passes and seasons and breaking it down. Whereas, like, I guess we've always kind of had them. Even with MUT Master, we still had levels, which I think I liked that on top of it. But you will take on opponents in either head-to-head or CPU under special house rules. Following this up will be Campus Heroes with college overtime for head-to-head players. Solo players can look forward to Campus Chaos. So a lot of this stuff is kind of like breaking down what's coming right away. That's not necessarily information that I need to like review right now and give my thoughts on. It's cool, man. We're getting a lot of events. We kind of went over it. If you want more details on the exact events coming versus just like booting up the game and seeing it, then you can go ahead and read the blog yourself. But they're giving examples. While the Trick or Treat CPU event will be returning for Most Feared, it will be coming for a new twist, randomized house progression, each with its own house rules and attribute modifiers. Really neat work, right? I'm kind of looking for like more the general things we're going to talk about here. Seasonal event pass. So, you know my lack of interest in the paid passes. And they've added them to try and get more money out of them because they're a good deal, Fox. Which, I mean, if MUT was free, I would be fine with it. But MUT's not free. We're paying $60 to $100 to access it. Why can't you just, fold all those paid things into the free pass too? It's because you don't respect us as gamers and you want to make more money off us. You only see us at bank accounts instead of actual people wanting to play the game and engage with the content. Weekly Spotlight Pass. In addition to season event passes, another new pass will be joining the mix. This is too many, okay? Too many. You've over confused it. Weekly Spotlight Pack? Stop, dude. Right? We already got dailies. You're making us log in and do more stuff on a weekly Spotlight Pass. You need to simplify this stuff. Collector's Series. Like, how many eyes glaze over at a lot of these things, right? Well, all weekly programs now share a single token. Why? MUT is so much better. Like I know EA talks a lot about we got to bring in new players, we got to make it simple, we got to make it easy for them. This is way too even for like a veteran like me. Like I said, the eyes glazed over. I'm like, oh, another token to add to my binder, and then remember where to put it. Just like give us the solos, lead us down, and be like, all right, now you're gonna do this, now you're gonna do this, now you're gonna do this, and just like time lock it, man. There's too much. We need one season pass, okay? And when we get to the next thing, you just unlock the next thing, okay? Just you got to stop overcomplicating the actual game mode within the good. Now, it's good for YouTubers because everybody's confused, so they go to YouTubers to figure out, but it's also bad for me because I think it's worse for the game in itself. Collector Series. A new weekly program that will have new theme series each season with its own distinct style. Like, it feels like they're just throwing a whole lot of crabs in the bucket. All right, and it doesn't feel like it's making a difference. Additionally, each series will have unique collection. Like, how does this sell your game? How does it make it more fun? I like that you're giving more rewards, but like I said, can we please streamline it going forward? Pretty please. This is too much. This is too much complication, and it doesn't add fun. I like complication when it adds fun, right? Like a new thing to generate new strat cards, right? Like, oh, here's a crafting table. Like, that adds fun, right? That brings dopamine to my brain. But trying to remember my collector series versus my weekly spotlight pass, we've gone overboard. Solo play overhaul. Love it. This was one of the big W's. Feedback about solo play and ultimate team. Here, let me go like this so that we're on the same page. We've completely redesigned our solo reward structure to better support progression, pacing, and meaningful rewards. Like, this is the things that you got to do. Good work here, EA. Solo champions, 12-week game, a weekly gauntlet of escalating difficulty. Big W, yes. You'll be given an entry token every week and can earn more by completing weekly objectives. Yeah, love it. Maybe I don't love the token thing. If, like, you could just, like, make it the 12-game weekly gauntlet. Like, screw the tokens and just throw all those rewards into the one time. I know you're like, oh, how much time you got to spend. Like, EA overcomplicates it with their economist. If you spend an hour in the game, you get this reward. It's like they pay us like $5 an hour or whatever the equivalence is in rewards on that. So if you could just say, like, you know, we're just going to throw all the rewards, just do it 12, and then it's done, right? But the over-tokenization of the product is really showing its face again in this blog. It's too complicated for anybody outside of, like, the real hardcore nerds, and I don't think that's good for the product. Solo seasons. We're introducing leagues. So solo seasons, solo champions, that's going to confuse people. Experience sets up to emulate the NFL season. You'll take on a regular season comprising half games. If you manage to win 10 games, you'll enter the playoffs. Like, they should just throw solo seasons like they used to do it in, like, MUT 15. Remember when we had every single game of the entire NFL season on launch? I believe that was for the Peyton Manning reward if you did it. No, the Manning wasn't the reward. I forgot the exact reward for that. But that was an insane grind to start the game. But that was cool because you could take it on your own pace. And some people knocked it out right away, which is cool. And I get they want to, make people come back week to week so people don't complain about the lack of content. But we already got champions, we already got solos. You can keep throwing stuff like that out. So, I don't know. I understand the criticism around, I just spent 48 hours in a row grinding out this insane content. Where's the next stuff? I get that. EA doesn't want that. That's why they time-base it. But the time-based content feels a lot like a mobile game. Like, you'll get it. Just wait for it. At least, and I shouldn't give EA ideas, they don't allow us to pay money to unlock it again. Oh, no. Like that mobile strat? Oh, no. I mean, I think I just ruined you guys' solos. I'm sorry. I'll see you next year. Solo players with that added. The run is 4 level. Each level is 5 2-quarter games. Okay, cool. They're making it like a tower-based progression. Solo season, less specific weekly objectives and high-powered rewards. Completely. Yeah, so, like, the one thing is, I like that you're saying this, but the proof is in the pudding. It feels like they say it a lot of years. Specifically last year they said, solo players get insane rewards now. Much better. But it's still that $5 per hour or whatever it is ratio that they give us. So marketing is marketing, and we'll see what your actual actions say. Challenges are getting several updates. Star ratings being adjusted to better reflect difficulty of a challenge. These aren't all the changes we have in store for our solo players this year. We're expecting more regular update cadence for solo modes with a robust suite of solo-friendly events. Good. I like that they added it, but we'll see how much time and rewards are in there. The Gauntlet is seeing a qualification update. Instead of needing to get a certain number of MUT champ wins qualify the Gauntlet, you now earn an entry token from weekly objective to get ranked wins. No need. Okay. All right. No need to put a win streak together. So just get ranked wins and you can unlock the Gauntlet for the weekend for your rewards for head-to-head online. 6-6. It's losing its limited availability to gather your squad and tackle your 3 runs per week. 3 runs per week whenever you want. There you go. 6-6 coming back. Team building events. This is a major W. Awesome. I love this kind of stuff. Some of us require a theme team to enter, while others might require a team to be within a specific overall. The specific overall in MUT is a strange one because you can really manipulate it quite a lot, but I mean, that's kind of fun, part of the fun of the team building. People are still going to complain about somebody having LTDs and they've only got 83s when other persons are running 87s, but their backups or their kicker is lower or whatever it is. We'll see, right? Because, it's kind of like salary cap of years past, right? They took it away. They brought it back under a different name. I thought salary cap would have been fine if they restricted it like they do abilities now, offense and defense. Whereas back in the day, right, the criticism of salary cap was everybody putting a punter at quarterback and then loading up on defense so that way they can play defense a lot better and then just run the ball. So to support these experiences, we're giving you a powerful lineup tools to make building easier than ever. Not sure they need to do that. I feel like EA... How do I properly phrase this? They think we're not as smart as we are. I don't think we need an auto lineup tool. I just think, for example, MLB The Show does this, where they give you a qualified team to start, and then you always make subs, get better players. And I think if you give people a qualified team that's low overall, then have them make the subs, I think that's a better idea than yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to complain about them actually putting in work, okay? I'm not going to do it. You know what? I'm glad you did it. All right, it's over. It's done. It's in the past. I know this was the reason why I was held up for years, because they didn't want to bring without a lineup building tool. They didn't want to bring these qualified events. So my criticism is around something like Fox really reaching here, but it's because I didn't explain myself up front about why it took so long to get these things. And that's kind of feedback I've been giving them. Saying, hey, just do it. Don't worry about a lineup builder. But they worried about the lineup builder. But we got it. 2026. You have the ability to view eligible event and its requirement, auto-generate a baseline lineup to meet those requirements and add your lineup for optimization. So, yeah. You know what? It's finally done. Tighter requirements will equate to better rewards. We want to make sure we're giving you the tools you need to be able to participate. Okay, with little friction. Philosophy around team building events to make them reward your football strategy, IQ, and creatively solve the team building requirements in front of you. We're one step away from SBCs. Here we go. Woo! Competitive campaigns. This year, we're introducing leaderboard campaigns, smaller, limited time, focused competitions to make every game matter. How many different game modes and competitive leaderboards do we have now? Right? This goes back to my criticism right away. They think we play MUT for the gameplay, and, some comp dudes do play it for the leaderboard, right? Absolutely, people want to see their name high up, but really, when your leaderboard is a lot of bots, it's kind of hard to, qualify it, but they have done a lot better getting rid of bots on the leaderboard and whatnot in the recent few years, so I'm going to take back that criticism, all right? I'm going to do it. The bots have been finally taken care of, which is something that Madden's done well, but MLB struggled with. If we're placing blame at people's steps and forgetting about their community. Each campaign puts you on a leaderboard with a small subset of player. Whether you're head-to-head or solo player, your performance and key objectives determines your placement. So it's basically like Solo Battles Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Damn. Nice. I think my biggest concern, and again, dude, I feel like I'm reaching. It's cool that they added it, okay? Oh, take that. It's cool that they added it. I like that. The only concern with adding so much different modes is the queue times, but if this stuff doesn't have ELO, then we're fine, right? I just hate waiting for 5 minutes to play a game. So And then it feels like a dead game when that happens, right? And I think there's nothing worse than feeling like you're in a dead game. Like you're like one of those MMOs that launched, like, oh no, what's, I don't recall the name of it off the top of my head, but it flopped and everybody's making fun of it. I guess there's a few examples, but yeah, feeling like the game is dead. So it depends on how they do the matchmaking, but if it's open matchmaking and you match against whoever's quickest with good connection speed, you're fine. Man, somebody in the comment section, let me know. I don't know why I don't remember that. Limited sets and rewards. With the massive amounts of content coming in Ultimate Team, we want to make sure it all feels worth playing and see, this is the thing I'm most interested in. Above is cool, but playing the game is playing the game, right? It's all in the end just the same. This is where rubber meets the road, where the steak is sizzled, where the spaghetti's boiled. Why'd I go straight to food? Okay, I see what people are saying about me. In addition to the flexibility offered by the new Event Pass and Weekly Spotlight, we've evaluated our overall rewards. Welcome Pass players are seeing an improvement across the board. Okay, good. The problem with Welcome Pass players, though, like, yeah, you can upgrade them to champion level overall, but sometimes you got to pay as much as a champion costs to get them there. We'll see how EA ends up figuring that out, but I hope it's free and grindable and not just like you have to do both solos and online. I want them to be able to upgrade the welcome players by doing either or. Non-fantasy reward packs will now have a chance to include a limited. Limiteds are also now available a full week instead of just 3 days. This makes me question how previous MUTs worked under this leadership team, right? The leadership team that came from NBA Live when that game failed, they're like, yo, go take over MUT. And we've seen the results of their effort, which has been a stagnation in MUT over the last 4 years. But non-fantasy reward packs will now have a chance to include an LTD. Does this mean last year when we opened packs that there was no LTDs in them? Is that why LTDs are so rare? Because they're only coming out of toppers and fantasy packs? That's so weird to me. All right. If so, that's kind of annoying because they never told us that. But I guess it's fixed going into 26. That's strange. Right? Do we really not have limiteds in a lot of those packs? For sets, we have a couple quality of life changes we're launching. Now, that would be neat if they brought the limiteds into sets, right? You guys remember the AK sets last year? Oh, chef's kiss. That was some of the best menu grinding we had all year until they took them away. That was so cool. But we have a couple of quality of life, but they don't specifically say that. Changes that were launched aimed at giving you more choice when it comes to rewards. Firstly, program champions will no longer have bespoke sets for each champion. Look at them using a $5 word to a 10-cent head. I just wish I had $1 million arm. We'd be in the pros, baby. Instead, it will be a single fantasy pack giving you a choice of program champion. That's totally fine. Secondly, we're tackling the frustration around filter organization. They will be sorted alphabetically this year. Good. That's another one of those, like, yo, this should have been. Like, that's like literally, like, in whatever database they're using, I don't know, Access with how slow the game is going, we're all pulling up an Access database on like one dude's computer in the basement of Orlando studio. Anyways, they hit this sort alphabetical. Thank you for finally doing that. Okay. It will be a single fantasy pack giving you a choice of a program champion. Now, this is obviously non-fantasy reward packs because this is a fantasy pack, program champion. All right. So obviously out of the choice packs, you generally won't. But there are fantasy packs that you will have potential for limiteds in. But those are completely different. So I do like the change, and I really like the change if it's like the AK program was last year. We have also, although it seems hard. Okay, hang on. Now let's work it out in our mind. Let's do like one of them logic puzzles. If all the sets now are offering you choices at program champion, but they're saying, which are fantasy packs, but they're saying non-fantasy rewards packs will chance at a limited. So that means they're saying the exact opposite of what I just hoped for, gave them credit. All right. Well, that took me a while to get through. It's not that way. They're basically saying, yeah. They're giving you options, but no LTDs out of sets this year. Dang. We also have heard the feedback around alternate uniforms and have planned opportunities to earn additional alternate uniforms. Roll out with Season 2 Field Pass. Don't make us earn them, man. Don't make us earn them. Let us swag out from day one. All right? I want to see bumblebees flying on the field August 7th. So I'm kind of sad that it's going to be like, they're going to be like time gated on their field passes. And they're, dude, you think they're going to be premium field pass stuff too? I won't die too long for you guys. You'll also earn progress on your NFL Team Pass throughout Ultimate Team, unlocking rewards to celebrate your achievements of your favorite squad. By the way, the NFL Team Pass is the most useless thing they ever added to this game. How dumb was that? Why do they spend time on that? Pack Helper. This is a lot like college football. It's kind of like, this is dumb. This is dumb, right? But when it's something that you pull a card and you can instantly list it on the auction house for the buy it now price, that's a W, right? Go in your pack. Hit right trigger to confirm, and then boom, it's up in the auction house, you can sell. Now, we're still only limited to 20 items at a time, which don't know why that happens. FIFA goes 100, MLB goes unlimited. Get with the times, MUT squad. Evolution of the item. God, they still call it an item. But you know what? I don't care what you call it. Arose by any of the names, am I right? Fellow Bill Shakespeare fans. We got the elimination of the borders. Like, this isn't like, is this a base card? Like, Chase Brown's clearly a base card, right? Do you see how much better this looks than last year's, like, McDonald's sliding window thing? Yo, they actually looks like cards. This is awesome. Okay, Major 10 out of 10 W finally going back because you were afraid of getting sued by a card company for, I mean, you still call them items, but just partner with them, dude. I don't know who even does. I mean, the thing about cards and the card market, I feel like Yogi Berra. It got too popular, nobody does it anymore. All right, this is so much nicer, right? Imagine. Now, can I do this? Hang on. Can I do this with my finger? Okay, let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. Imagine like this. This is what it was like, dude. That was the Fred Warner. Now, we get this. Clean. We see the full biceps. Always go full bi, is what I'm trying to say. Next up, Fred Warner. Nope. Okay. Then you got these information screens on the back of cards. Now, if it was one, that's realistic. Don't make me enter the sixth dimension and my card has multiple backs. Or like you gave me a pamphlet card. Come on. All right. Your item is goddamn Doctor Strange. Nah, man. One front, one back. All right. Make us do it. Like, we don't need to see this. Like, this part, don't need to see. This part, don't care, right? Why go to the upgrade screen for more? This doesn't matter to me. This, rock with it. Give me the attributes. Give me the height, weight. That's all I need. Let me flip a card, baby. Quality of life upgrades. Every aspect of MUT should be intuitive and frictionless. We've made key upgrades to ensure that playing and progressing never gets in the way. Challenge objective tracking is now available from play call and pre-snap screens. This is just like cut, big W. Events UI, you can see list of modifiers. You can see rewards, right? Is this the reward part? Yep. All your rewards will be viewable from the events screen. You don't even need the playoffs to see the playoff rewards. Huge dubs, right? You see it. Rush for 50 yards. Amazing quality of life change. Always fresh, always football. So I'm sorry that like I brush over the good things and like explain myself more on the negative things so you guys see that like, oh, this guy's always negative. But like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, do you want me to go out there and use inside out development like we're in Silicon Valley? Anyways, always fresh, always football. From all of us on the Madden Ultimate Team dev team, thank you. You're welcome. We've worked this awesome to build your feedback and elevate every part of the Ultimate Team experience. All right. And then here's the big thing. Good Morning Man Stream of the Year is August 6th. So I know a lot of people are confused about the launch date, but I think it's August 7th for the early stuff. So they're giving us more information around cards released. I think I worry about EA almost doing too much the first day. Right? They're gonna release like programs and stuff. Like let us work with the core card for like 2-3 days. Like MLB Show obviously has a much better system than Madden's core because like their players go up in ratings on their live series throughout the year depending on the player performs. So like they're relevant longer. But and just the way they do their actual like the for those that don't know, the live series in MLB is based off like the actual player, whereas like Saquon Barkley at 81 overall is going to be like 81 speed along with every other running back. Just look at the way Cut does it, where the overall is the speed for skill positions, with some minor exceptions, but overall like that's what you're capped at basically. So whereas MLB The Show players stay relevant longer because like Aaron Judge has insane power day one, right? Aaron Judge released at MLB The Show is not like 84 overall, so there is capped at 84 power, and then you can run also like 84 overall Francisco Lindor, who also has 84 power. So they stay relevant longer, so it's not purely apples to apples. And don't get me wrong, I would much prefer MUT go back to that form where the cards release the base elites, the core elites, those are actual stats that they get in the Madden rosters, and then through the year we upgrade from there. The way they used to it is much more fun, in my opinion. Much more, our ability to get budget cards much higher. I'm actually playing with the NFL players themselves. But now, like, the game and some of the part is like, comp entered. So now, like, silvers being too good was annoying people or too fast. And then, like, it just became more about like the stat than the actual guy, right? There's no individualization of the players nowadays. Like Saquon Barkley, the only difference is like, okay, now he's 220 some pounds versus I don't know, Bucky Irving, same overall, same exact attributes, but he's 194. Right? That's the only difference between the two cards now, which is it's very annoying to me. But anyways, with that said, I kind of wish we had a little bit more long time with core elites. Versus like programs pumping us right away, because I do like that, playing with actual NFL players and their actual overalls, and it's like almost like and sure someone in the comments gonna be like, just go play regs, Fox, go play regs. It's like, but yeah, I want a little bit of the regs realism, but then like to progress the squad through the year, the building up the RPG elements of the mode to unlock on top of it. And that was my whole point. I'm not gonna belabor it anymore. All right, so pre-order for last chance items. 80, 80, 80. Why do I sound like a Mario level? 80, 80, 80. 83 Edge Peppers for a pre-order too. So 80s are going to be kind of useless. Well, not useless. They'll be fine. But they're going to be outshined early. That's it for my opinion. What you guys got? What's your opinion? I'll link the blog in the description if you want to see more. Take it easy, dudes.